14th, and the public hearing and the ordinances.
Simply remind you that I was not present, so I will be abstaining.
Well, obviously, it's conceivable that 3 positions could be changed in an election, and obviously there would still be outstanding meeting minutes that would need to be approved. We do have a quorum here, in that we do have a quorum here. My recommendation would be to take the vote to approve them with those who are present, even if that number is less than a full quorum, because again, if 3 people were replaced, then we'd have meeting minutes that could never be approved.
I think that makes a lot of sense.
All right, then I'll make a motion to approve them.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Number 4, Plan Commission items. Discussion and possible action on the preliminary certified survey map from Kempers. And that's the extent.
Oh,
The approval
you just have to accept these.
So, and there will be no action on that.
Right. You're absolutely right. We need to accept the extension.
All right, we need to accept the extension. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept their extension.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. B, preliminary certified survey map, Everett German and Maureen German.
I will move to accept the recommendation of the Town Plan Commission.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And conceptual review of the accessory building, I think we're gonna take no action on that. D, preliminary certified survey map for the Danner Revocable Trust.
I'll make a motion to approve the extension.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
E, conditional use site plan, architecture, and plan of operation for Dunkin' Donuts.
No action.
Well, I have a motion to offer, Mr. Chairman. I move to rescind the approval for Dunkin' Donuts for the site plan and architecture that was granted by the town board on March 28, 2013, because it has been clearly demonstrated that the restaurant with the drive-through is not compliant with existing ordinances, and I so move.
Is there a second? I will second that. Discussion?
It is my opinion that if we vote yes or no, it still comes in front of us at this point. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Assuming that they apply for a zoning rezoning.
Mike, if I may, I took the interpretation, and I think that the chairman did as well, that because the condition wasn't met, there was no approval. Now, you could see that the property owners have a different opinion. They're of the opinion, and my opinion was it's a void act, because that condition wasn't met. The property owners disagree. Their interpretation is that they still have the opportunity to meet that condition. And under the circumstances, I do think one benefit of Supervisor Fisher's approach, based on the interpretation of the property owner, is that it will eliminate any confusion on that issue. That a motion, you know, to rescind is a motion to say that the town board considers it a void act, and they're starting from scratch. I think taking that step might add some certainty to the process so that there isn't any kind of disagreement about how to interpret the fact that that condition wasn't met. Again, they do still have to come back regardless for rezoning that would have to be approved by the Plan Commission. There'd have to be a public hearing. There'd have to be approval from the town board, and there'd also have to be approval from the county.
Thank you.
I'm just clarifying my position based on the different interpretation that the property owners had after I stated my position.
If I could just offer one comment, the reason I put that motion forth, I mean, I didn't time it, but we spent an inordinate amount of time talking about this with different interpretations, different recommendations, different points of view. I'd like to simply clean it up, and I haven't heard anyone make an argument that this in any way handicaps or disenfranchises the petitioner that got to come back anyway. For me, this is a no-brainer. We simply clean it up, and they certainly have the prerogative to begin again. And that's the reason I made that motion. I want it clean.
I see the one consequence of taking that step is that they'll need to reapply for site plan and plan of operation approval. That if we do make a clean break, they'll have to get that again. And I think that's the certainty that taking this step.
We need to get it anyway, it's a voided approval.
I agree, they disagree with that interpretation, and so taking this step eliminates any uncertainty based on their different interpretation than ours.
I guess that makes my point exactly.
Exactly.
If they were here to make the
I agree.
representation and say, we completely disagree with you, kumbaya, we're all singing out of the same thing. They disagree. If we don't take this action, and I appreciate your counsel on this, Attorney Hofer, I think it potentially leaves the town exposed to potential claim or liability, and I want to get rid of that. Anybody that goes back and listens to the audio recording of this meeting in the Plan Commission, it's going to be maintained in perpetuity for a hungry attorney, and pardon me, I don't want to offend any of the attorneys out there, you could have a field day with it. Let's clean it up.
I think we're in agreement, Supervisor Fish. Thank you.
Anybody else? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Aye. Was that, for clarification, is that four? Is that four in favor and one opposed? Is that the vote? Do you want to do a roll call vote then?
Yes.
Sure. Chairman Merrick,
Yes.
Supervisor Bansky,
No.
Supervisor Wolf,
I'm not sitting present on this one.
Supervisor Laska,
No.
Supervisor Fisher.
Yes.
It fails because a present vote means that you don't have a majority.
And it fails. F, certified survey map for Daniel and Patricia Hessel. To accept the Plan Commission's recommendation to deny.
I'll make a motion that we deny and instruct Roger Dupler to issue the letter and verify with the clerk that it is in the mailbox out the door to the petitioner tomorrow. Certified mail.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Under current business.